Hello, my name is Audra Janella. This is our third video on my girl Wild and Free. She's an E150, a 1975. When I originally got her, she had a 460 in her, slightly worn out of a Lincoln Continental. We had done a little bit of modification to make it so she was a little better running than what she originally was. Well, since then, we have actually taken that 460 block completely out of her. We had a 429 that we had built to the Cobra Jet, still needing some more tuning and little things that we need to change to make the driveline even better than where we are. But she does have quite a few changes and upgrades from the last video. If you want, we'll go ahead and start here at the engine bay.
Oh yeah, you got her all prettied up.
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah.
We did quite a bit with her in here. As you can see, she's much cleaner than what she has been in the past. Her Cobra Jet is consistent of the C8 block with the C8 heads. She's got a 15.9 to 1 compression. She's got the Keith Black 60 over flat top pistons, closed chambered heads, roller rockers, stud girdles, comp cams, chromally push rods, comp cams Magnum 305 hydraulic flat tap cam, Eagle forged crankshaft, Eagle forged piston rods, flamethrower ignition coil, Davis undefined ignition 10mm live wires, long tube headers by Hooker, and a custom made 3-inch side pipes. She also has a custom built drive shaft built by Custom Clutch to handle the amount of horsepower that we are pushing out of the engine currently. She is backed by a C6 3-speed transmission with a manual valve body. We pulled the rear end and had it rebuilt to a 300 gear set, which we have learned that we actually want to change that out again, because we are going to actually take this van in a slightly different direction than what we originally started. She's kind of grown into her own beast, and we are going to be changing her name from Wild and Free to Controlled Chaos, because it just seems to be more fitting with the factor that where she's ended up being. So we updated the carb to an Edelbrock 750 along with the intake Edelbrock Performance dual plane. We also replaced all of her brake lines, her fuel lines. We cleaned her fuel tank. She is still in the same rims as whenever we purchased her, which is the Rocket Racing. We had updated all of her pulleys, her power steering pump and alternator to a CVF serpentine kit. I'm sure I probably bruised a few egos that my van has a motor that belongs in a classic sports car.
Oh yeah.
So, and as far as I understand, the 429 Cobra Jet engine originally came in the Torino. I believe it was in the 70s. So we've added a couple of badges to her for her engine that's in there. Honey custom painted my mirrors for me so that we no longer had that chrome going on, that they match my side pipes.
Oh yeah.
We're hoping to be starting on some of the body work this winter. There's some little things that we've added on the inside here and there. With the time of year, we have now finally got her own heater that she's got. And depending on what the temperature is, I don't have to necessarily have heat, but I do have at least a mini fireplace.
Oh yeah, you gotta have heat.
Yes, especially in Ohio.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of all weathers. I was given this old toolbox from my dad, and he ended up coming across the set of the old JCPenney ratchet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ratchet set with the limited warranty paperwork still. So I figured, since I did a little research on it, it's that patent came out in, I believe it was the 40s for that ratchet set. So I was like, what better place for it to be than in an old school van?
Absolutely.
So we've made some changes there.
Looking good. Coming along. Oh,
So yeah, she's coming along well.
oh yeah.
We still plan on still doing the windows with this, even though it's kind of taken on its own mind, and we decided that we're going to follow where it's kind of gone and turn it into more of a race and show.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be another one coming eventually from me, hopefully within the next couple of
Hopefully
years.
next year, yeah.
Yes, that we will actually then have a second one. So in that, we're going to make slight changes with the color scheme that we were originally going to do to this. We're going to keep the same 3 colors, just we're going to move the yellow and the silver to opposite sides. This one will still be dedicated strictly to my grandfather, and then the other one will get this one's original name of Wild and Free, because she will run on regular pump gas that I can actually travel with her like I wanted. And I'm hoping to have that guy to where it has the power and ability that I can put this one on a trailer behind it and take her a whole lot further than where I've slightly restricted myself with that compression ratio that we got going on in there.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, with where we're at, she prefers 112 octane. She will tolerate 110, but she is not a fan of anything less than that. She wants to backfire and carry on like a son of a gun. So we unfortunately cannot drive her like I originally planned whenever I started this build. But
It's fun.
I absolutely love it, and he did exactly what I said whenever I said that I wanted to build the 460.
Cool.
Everybody, when they hear it, are expecting to see some type of old muscle car coming down the road and not this brick of a van.
Nice.
So we succeeded at what I wanted with it. So, and we had discussed in the idea of tearing it down and dumbing it down some and dropping some of the compression and whatnot to make it that I could run a 93, but that'd be an injustice at this point. So we're just going to give her a set of drag radials and do her down more for the purpose of drag race and not so much travel like I originally thought
Right.
and planned to do with her.
Yeah.
But if I do a second one, then I can still do as I originally wanted. I just got to change it a slight bit in how I do it.
There you go.
So everything that we had already purchased with the purpose of going into her is still going to go into her. I'm not going to hold on to it in case the van that I get doesn't have a sunroof or something else stupid that I've already got the part for and able to put it in, that I'm going to still do this one in the aspect of where I originally planned to, with all of the windows and the roof and that kind of thing. So I'm not necessarily aborting the original plan. We're just slightly tweaking it so that it fits where it's kind of grown into and taken the mind of herself to. Especially since I never necessarily had a theme for her inside when I started her. It was a little bit of everything from childhood on. So this is my girl. There's a little more of her story. We're here at Last Chance once again. So this year makes it official that I've had her for 2 years and a month now. So we just finished up with the show this afternoon. We still have our light and shine this evening to come. Hopefully we will get some decent footage of her all lit up in the dark. And if you got a van, regardless of the year, the style, the kind, the make, they're all welcome. Come give us a join. Check us all out. It's a great time. Enjoy your evening, guys.